welcome to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. We've got some more 40k kill team today. I've got Mark back with me. Awesome, you've been on once before, but it's for Skirmish. Yes. But back now, I'm going to play some kill team this time. And Mark's brought his Nurgle Chaos Space Marines. Mark of Nurgle. It's not good, I don't think that will make too much of a difference. It's more just for fluff. Yeah. Because unless you've got an icon, it's not great. Rewards other than that. And I'm bringing the Ad Mech for the first time, so I think for both of us playing kill team, it's new kill teams being played. Yeah. So we'll get the hang of the rules, hopefully, guys. Let us know if we've made any, point out if we've made any mistakes per se, kindly in the comments. But otherwise, should be very interesting. We're both taking commanders. It's going to be a commanders game. It's very centred around the commanders themselves as well. So it depends on what the commanders manage to kill. We'll show you the game type in a moment. Sorry. And the warbands that we're, the kill teams that we're taking. I was on skirmish mindset then. And I'm also taking the robots from the Blackstone Fortress set as well, so that should be interesting to see how he does. Because he counts as a free specialist towards my kill team, so that should be cool. Both new kill teams that haven't been on the channel yet as well, so looking forward to that. We've got a lovely desert Ad Mech style Mars terrain set up for you as well, which is looking really cool, so hopefully that'll be good. But other than that, guys, we'll go on to the kill teams, what we've got in that, and the game type. We'll see you there. Okay, so looking at the Ad Mech kill team we've got together here then, a nice mix to put on display for the first time I've used them. Just about managed to get them painted up in time. Excuse me for the bases, they're not complete, but they're good enough for this Martian landscape. So starting with the commander, we've got the engines here, the Tech Priest. He's going to be level 3, I believe. No, sorry. Yeah, he's going to be level 3. And he's taking Advisor, Master Tactician, and then for his extra command ability for 15 points, he's taking the Tactical Planner, where I get the extra D3. But he's a strategist, so being level 3 gets like an extra. Everybody basically within 3 inches of him that's a specialist becomes 1 level higher than their usual level for using command tactics, etc. Which is interesting, that might help. Obviously the extra D3 command points at the beginning, and then I think it's I think it's resourceful, so everything that costs higher than 1 command point to use for my command tactics counts as being 1 less. So it's slightly cheaper, because I think there's a few of the main ones I want to use for Ad Mech that are at 2 command points, so I remember taking the resourceful, so that it only costs the 1. And then obviously being a strategist means that I'll get +1 command point whilst he's alive each turn. Going on to the rest of the kill team then, we're going into the specialists here. So obviously you have 4 others, usually including your leader after the commander. So we've got the Sicarian, the Infiltrator Princeps here, so he's like the sergeant, if you like, of the infiltrators. He's going to be my leader. He's got a flashlight blaster and taser goad, so that'll be interesting. These are like your more combat-y guys for Ad Mech. Then we've got Sicarian Infiltrator Standard. He's got the same weapons though, but he doesn't get the bonuses that the sergeant will get. He's going to be combat specialist. Then we're going on here to Sicarian Ruststalker, which is the other version you can take of these guys. They are definitely combat-y, they haven't even got a pistol. He's got his Transonic Razor and Cord Claw, and he's going to be a Zealot specialist. So it suits him nicely, I think, having the bonuses for charging. Then last of all, you can't not take this guy, I don't think, in an Ad Mech Force, so cool. Sniper specialist, obviously. And he's a Scartari Ranger Gunner. He's taking the Transuranic Arquebus. Yes, that sounds good to me. You guys can let me go if I got that one right or not. But he'll be a sniper, so he's going to be getting some re-rolls on his hit rolls. And given everything else that can buff him in this game, it's going to be interesting. Going on to here, something I'm really excited to take from the Blackstone Fortress set. Got him all painted up and ready to use finally, the UR025 Imperial Robot. He also counts as a specialist toward the kill team. Should I say he is a specialist, he can only be heavy specialist, but he doesn't count towards your total count for specialists in the kill team. So you can take him as a heavy, and it doesn't count towards the rest. So that's really interesting that I can take him as that. He's got a nasty weapon on his right arm to you guys there. Assault cannon. That should be really nasty, hopefully. We'll see what he can pull off. He's got a fair few wounds on him as well. Going across here, we've got Vanguards, Qatari Vanguard on his own there with his carbine rifle standard. But he's got an Omni-Specs. I haven't actually fitted him with one on there, but he is going to have the Omni-Specs. And then to his right hand side here, we've got 3 Rangers, 2 standard, and then we've got 1 standard but with a tether, the enhanced data tether, and that's the one that gives I think re-rolled nerve tests and things like that when he's left alive on the battlefield. And then the Omni-Specs gives, I think, +1 to hit with somebody if you choose somebody within 6 inches. So some helpful stuff there. We'll see how this good kind of mix goes for the kill team. I'm really interested to use the Imperial robot, and then we'll see how the commander does, because this is very heavily based around the commanders and things they kill, unless you manage to break your opponent's kill team. So we'll see how this goes for the Ad Mech. But we'll go on now to check out the Chaos Space Marine Nurgle Force. So looking here then at the Chaos Space Marine Nurgle themed, I suppose, kill team that Mark's brought with him. So we'll start in the middle here with the commander.
We have Lord Hale, who's a level 3 sorcerer, who has, on the tree he has Student of the Arcane, Psychic Onslaught, and Omniscience.
So he's going to be Psycho Specialist, yeah?
Yep, lots of Psychic shenanigans.
Nice, nice, that might be handy for this game type.
Yeah, he can spit out a lot of mortal wounds. He's going to be having, as his Psychic powers down, Psybolt obviously, and then Diabolic Strength.
Okay.
And Iron Hand.
And can we remember those? Iron Hand's the one that gives you...
+2 strength and +2 toughness. Diabolic Strength gives +2 strength and +1 attack.
Nasty, that could be interesting.
So if he gets them both off, he's very fighty. So
yeah, it looks like that way, yeah.
4 attacks.
We'll have to see how that goes.
Yep.
And then obviously, guys, it's from we'll measure from his standard base, but there's a nice sort of chaos swirl, warp swirl sort of surrounding his base there, just for effect there. Quite nice. What else we got? So we've got cultists.
We got a champion with a shotgun, and then 4 nobodies with autoguns.
Okay. No, brilliant.
They're here to die.
Yeah, they're obviously cultists are always the fodder, I suppose.
We got Sergeant Slaughter, who's my leader, who has a power fist and a plasma pistol. Brilliant. He just has level 1, so he's just resourceful. Okay. We have a demolition specialist with a flamer. Yeah. Who's got breacher and pyromaniac. That's the one, yeah. His powers, traits. Then we've got a sniper with a multi-mounter, not multi-mounter, just a standard mounter. Yeah. With marksman and assassin. Okay. And then we got 2 Chaos Space Marines with bow guns.
At the back. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. So that's the Chaos Nurgle theme force kill team for Mark. It's going to be really interesting, this one, guys, in terms of the commanders kind of fighting it out. There's also, what I'll do is we'll go on to the game type, and I'll explain the abilities and things there, and then we'll show you the map setup. Okay, so Exemplars of War is what we're playing today. Very commander focused, this one. So taken straight from the commander's book, obviously. This is our setup for the game. So just a nice, more or less 6-inch box either way. So you've got 6 inches from the middle either way here, and then 6 inches more or less from the edge of the battlefield inwards. So it should be interesting. Deploying straight opposite each other more or less. And then, so essentially with this game, it's variable battle length. So go on to round 4 and then go ahead of that if obviously on a roll. But then obviously the broken rule is used in this, so if any kill team gets broken throughout the length of the game, your opponent wins essentially. So you can either go for broken or the actual points in this game. Otherwise, what I'll do, so victory conditions essentially is all based on your commander. Nothing else counts victory point wise in this game. So if your commander takes out with psychic powers, fighting or shooting, more or less if your commander takes someone out. So if your commander takes your opponent's commander out, you get 3 victory points. If your commander takes a specialist out, you get 2. If he takes anyone else out, it's 1 point. So I think we were looking at it before the game. We were thinking for your commander, it might benefit you more for chaos, just based on
to be more killing.
Yeah. Whereas obviously my tech priest is fairly more support based. I think you can dish it out.
The servo arm can do some real damage if it hits.
He's just got an awful save.
Yeah.
So if I choose to get him in there, then we'll see how that goes. But a glorious deed is another thing in here. General rule for the game type. So if your commander takes your opponent's commander out, then you get the next battle round. You basically get to your aura tactics go off essentially for that whole round for free. I can't necessarily see that happening, but you never know, it might do. Who knows? Other than that, like I've shown you the deployment there, guys. For the Ad Mech, it's probably looking for me like I'm going to have to try and break you if that's even possible, or take you down completely.
Cultists are going to go down real quick.
We've got a lot of firepower. You never know, my commander might get some stuff off. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But otherwise, we'll pan over to this gorgeous map we've got set up for today's game. We've got a lovely Martian landscape. This is a double-sided map, guys, from plainmap.eu. I will put at some point up also, probably alongside this video, a showcase with this side of the map and the other side. You get this Martian desert landscape on this side, and then on the flip side it's a snowy winter landscape. So you've got two brilliant sides to this map. And they're really cheap, these mats. I have got to give it to them. I think it was literally like £10 to £15 for this double-sided mat. It's not the rubber material, this one. It's like a PVC, but it isn't actually too bad at all considering. There are some mats you can get which don't flatten properly, but this is quite nice material considering the cost. We've got some, obviously, Ad Mech sort of terrain set up here with the crates, different things like that. We've obviously got the boxes set up for deployment here. We've got urban mats, desert rock terrain, which you can also find on urban mats. I'll leave a link in the description below for that as well. But other than that, guys, awesome setup for the Ad Mech and Chaos here. And we'll go into, I think, some rolling off for deployment, etc. here, and probably for scouting phase. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so just quickly going to reveal here what we're choosing for our scouting phase. We'll reveal it. Number five. So I believe
we roll off and the winner gets.
I think we roll off now and not after we've deployed for that. Okay, so we're going to roll off because we both chose the strategy. So then when we finish both deploying, only one of us will get the take forward positions. I get a 2.
As a note, the 1's a 1 and the symbol's a 6.
6 Skaven dice, aren't they? But
6.
Oh wow, well there you go. So Mark will get up to 20% of his kill team to move extra before the battle begins. So that will be interesting. Could make a difference there. So what we'll do is we will roll off here, I think. If I've can find a second dice, there we go. So we'll do a roll off. Oh, 11 for me and 8. An 8 for Mark. So essentially, I will get to choose the side, and then whoever, Mark will essentially get to have to deploy first. Right, okay, so just a little something here. So for you guys, at least here anyway, we haven't even done the first roll-off yet, because I'm going to basically cut the first 10 minutes of the game that we would have played. Because essentially, we set up, we went to start the game, Mark went to use 2 command points on, what's it called again?
The Dark Guards.
That's the Dark Guards, and on a die roll of a 1, you cause D3 mortal wounds to yourself.
I doubt.
Rolled a 1, and you suffered 2 mortal wounds, so you were down to 2 wounds. We then carried on with the game. Mark got initiative, fair enough. Did I get initiative?
You got initiative.
I got initiative. I decided to fall back, as you can see here, just to the edge of the line. I was kind of deployed at the front here. And then on Mark's side, he responded by sort of coming up behind the building here and, generally getting ready to move forward, but also whilst being careful about my gun lines and not being in line of sight. Then, went into psychic phase. Mark then rolled a psychic test. Double ones, blew himself up, and more or less the whole kill team.
Killed 5 cultists and 1 of the plague marine, and 1 of the chaos.
I have never in my whole life of, I don't think, gaming seen such bad luck for the fella. So obviously, given that we were about, I don't even think 5 minutes really into the game, and the commander had gone and blown himself up and taken out half of the kill team. I think there were maybe 2 Chaos Marines left.
There were 1 hidden inside the building.
Yeah.
And then 2 on top.
And so, I mean, this whole kill team of Ad Mech were just stood there like, what on earth just happened? We didn't even get to see them. We had word that they, over the comms, that they were coming, but all we saw was this massive green explosion over the other side of the building. A few Chaos corpses rained down, but other than that, so more or less, yeah, they advanced, and the Chaos Lord was just, I don't know what was wrong with him, but wow, I've never seen such unlucky die rolling at the start. So, but obviously, because of such things happening, we're essentially going to reset here, redeploy, re-roll off. Okay, so take 2. We've got the Ad Mech with the Transmenu Arcubatus, something like that.
Yeah,
so blah, 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 blah. The Sniper Specialist at the back with the Tech Priest engines here. The commander's hiding at the back like a wuss, given the game type. We've got the Imperial Robot at the front, he's going to take the brunt with the Carbine, and the Omnispecs just behind. We've got a mix of the Rangers with the Data Tether as well here, the Leader, and the Princeps, and the, not the Princeps, sorry, the Infiltrator and the Rustalker standard at the front there. Going over to the Chaos, we've got the
Commander.
The Commander on the left there, who's smartly stayed away from his companions after the last trial. Cultists and Chaos Space Marines mixed in here, Specialists, Meltigun at the front,
yeah.
Leader there in the middle.
And Demolitions Flamer.
Yes. And now you'll get your extra, you've got rounding up, because out of 11 you get up to 20% rounding up, so 3 will get to move for your...
1, 2...
I'm just moving up to the edge of the building.
3.
He's just shuffling around a bit. Okay, we'll go into a roll-off, I think, here. For some initiative. I get a 9. I get a 5.
Okay.
Now, are you going to go for it again? You are going to do it? Oh!
Okay.
Oh my god,
my commander's got...
Okay, so you didn't get a 1 this time. That's a way better start already.
My commander's got +1 to hit and +1 to wound for the rest of the game.
Right, okay. Good. So then, obviously, I did win the initiative, Mark just rolled that. I'm going to roll a d3 here. I get 2 extra command points for, I can't remember what it's called now, the...
Tactical
commander or something like that,
yeah.
Tactical, you get the extra d3 at the start that my Tech Priest took. So, I start with 5 command points and you've got your standard 2 with your leader.
Which I just spent.
Because I've got a strategist and I've got my d3 extra there, which I got 2, so I'm on 5 and Mark's just spent his 2 for the extra wound and strength, right?
Hit and wound, yeah.
Hit and wound, sorry. Canticles of the Armissar, I'm going to choose the, I think it's re-rolling ones to hit for the first battle round for my Ad Mech, since I've got the initiative as well, it'll be interesting. Then we're going to go here into some, I think, movement. Imperial Robot, just moving over to there, getting a good line of sight of the commander. So standard movement of the Ranger is 6 + 4, and move him 10. Just get him over to the back here, just to support my my other Rangers and such over there. Switching sides. The Tech Priest is going to just move his standard just to there, next to them as well. Then we're going to go the Omnispecs here. We're going to advance him. So he's getting an extra 4. So I'm going to actually move him to get on top here of the rocks. He's going to stand on it at his vantage point, hopefully get some height and maybe pull off some shots, who knows. Some movement here. We're going to go ready. And then these 3 here, we'll take a look now, just see what they can do. Right, so we're going to actually move here just over to the right hand side, the Rustalker and the Infiltrator. Just going to both move over that direction. Maybe pull you out slightly. I didn't want to move directly at you, but we'll see if that pays off there. Just, you never know. We'll have to see what it does. And then we'll go into some movement for the Chaos. So we're going with first?
We're going to have the leader attempt to charge against your Rustalker.
I'll come around this side here. So bring this over. Whoop. Chow.
9.
Gets a 9, that's going to be enough, I would have thought that. Into the Rustalker, yeah?
Yep.
So he doesn't have any Overwatch. It's just a straight up combat-y guy.
My sniper's going to move to over here.
Okay. Okay, so the Flamer. He's just going to push forward a bit. Staying out of that gun alley.
Yep.
What's his range there? Is it 8?
8, yep.
Yeah, he's just in range, I think, there then.
No, thank you. We do not want the gun alley.
So getting out the way of all of the my shooting now. Don't blame you. Okay. Everything is literally hiding behind there. That could be an advantage or disadvantage, it's hard to say. Commander's also hiding. Wow, what it was. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I think that'll probably benefit you in the future, but who knows. Right guys, just had a long think here about some stuff I can do, because obviously Mark's been clever in limiting what I can do here. So the only thing of mine that can really see shooting wise is I've got my pistol here, to be fair, after I moved here, but he's not readied. But then I have got, since I've got the initiative, the carbine can see as well. So I think actually here I'm going to start, to be honest, with the flat check blaster. It would be 5s and 5s because they're obscured and long range. But I'm re-rolling 1s to hit this turn, which does help. But I'm going to spend a command point, because it usually would be 2, but I took the strategist ability to make it -1 to all command point costs. So I'm down to 4, but I get +1 to my hit roll. I'm not within 6 inches of the data tether, so it's not +2, so it's just +1. So I'm 4s to hit, all into this flamer, because he is obscured. So we're looking here at 4s, re-rolling 1s. I like it. Okay, cool. So 3 go through, that could help here. Just need at least 1 to go through ideally, and I do get 1 going through.
3 up armor? 5.
Oh, nothing. There's no rend on my flat jet blaster, so it was worth a shot, I think, there, just to try and get rid of the flamer, because I think he's going to give me some payback here now. So we'll go into your shooting. You know what you're going to go with here?
I'm going to go my sniper into him.
Sniper into him there? Is that the melter gun?
Yep. Obscured, so -1. Sniper's +1.
Is it long range as well?
Yeah, it will be. So
I think it probably is. Yeah. Okay.
Hits.
Ooh.
Wound on 2 is rerolling because of assassin.
Okay.
That's AP -4, so your biotic save.
Yes, it will be. Just a 6 up. Ooh, damage.
D6, so 5.
Oh man, straight away this carrying goes. Well, I might go down. It's going to be like 5 dice, I'm pretty sure.
I roll this, yeah?
Yeah, because it's obscured, it's -1. But so you definitely end up getting it anyway. 6 is definitely going to do it anyway. Wow, take down the straight away there. Nasty from the melter. Melt again.
And people say bring plasma.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's have a think about this here then. It's going to be my next choice, the radium carbine. He's only hitting on 6s anyway here. The radium carbine with 3 shots. He's going. You can only really see this at the back here. So on 6s more or less with 3 dice. See if we can get anything here with him. Nope. Rerolling 1s. Nope. Have you got anything else you want to be doing here?
Because the flame
everything else is now really out of range, I suppose. Yep. Have you got this guy can technically shoot back. I don't know what his range is. At the radium carbine, if you wanted to.
24 inches.
So yeah, it'd just be long range. So -1 for obscured and -1 for that. So 6s.
Yep.
Oh, of course. Compared to your first game that we started off, this look is right. Okay.
It's the balance out.
I know.
And that's toughness 3, so that's a wound, right?
Toughness 3 indeed. You strength 4, are you?
Yeah, you strength 3.
Strength 3, so 4s anyway, yeah.
Yep.
So no rend, I'm guessing.
No.
So it's just a 4 up, I believe. No rend. So yeah, I saved that. Okay. I think that's going to be more or less it at the moment, guys, for shooting. Just because everything else at the moment is hiding from me, and obviously the infiltrator just got absolutely annihilated. My lead is here, luckily. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was my combat specialist. So at least he wasn't killed by the commander, so no points for that, which is good for me. But we're going to go with into some probably combat here, I think. I'm going to spend 2 command points to attack first before you.
Okay.
With the I can't remember what it's called now. With the Rust Stalker, yeah, so I go down to 2 command points, but I think I need this here, guys, so we'll have to see what that does. So I'm down to 2 command points from spending on that, guys, and I've just had a long think about using Transonic Attunement, so Ad Mech tactic. My Rust Stalker gets +1 to his wound rolls, essentially, with any of his weapons that he's using. Obviously, if I use the Core Claw now, he's got 3 attacks, but I only get 1 attack with the Core Claw, and the other 2 attacks will be with the Razor. So we're going to go straight here into using that. So he gets his 1 attack with his core claw. We'll do that first. I'm hitting on 3s. There it is. I could spend my last command point to re-roll it, but I've still got 2 attacks with the blade. So I think I'm going to go with the blade instead. 3s with the blade. Oh, just the 1.
Strength 4, toughness 4.
It's strength 4, toughness 4, so I'm looking for 4s, but on a 5+ I get cause a mortal wound because it's +1 to wound roll. I do get the wound. I'm probably gonna leave it at that, I reckon. So
3 up armor, yes.
I just need to have a look at the. Okay, so 3 up. Oh, re-rolling. No, there you go. That's what you get. Right, so
injury roll.
It's going to be an injury roll. I don't think there's anything extra there to go with, nothing obscured or anything, so yeah, so he would go out of action, unfortunately. So I'm not going to consolidate the Rustalker. I've decided to leave him there. The closest is the Flamer, and I kind of figured I want Mark to play in command if possible at some point. It's going to have to come out of that idol at some point. But I've got roll-off going on then, so initiative 9 again for me. You get 11. An 11, wow. So we'll go into some movement. I'm back up to, I've got +3 command points, I'm up to 4. Mark's back up to 2, I believe.
Yeah.
So we'll go now into, oh no, actually, sorry, your leader's down. I took him out, didn't I?
Yeah.
So actually you're only up to 1, sorry.
Okay.
Because your lead has to be alive to get the extra there. Bit of movement, or are you going to charge here? Or
bit of movement.
Movement. There you command it. And then we're going to go over here.
He's going to ready.
He's going to ready.
He's going to ready.
I'm not surprised after last time.
Yep.
Flamer's going to ready.
Okay, this bolter guy is going to advance for an extra 1. So just...
He's getting up into the building.
The bolter guy behind him is going to advance as well.
He's going up and around into the top as well there. Into the corner.
The cultists are going to...
Shifty up.
Yep.
All shifting up along the back. Starting to get into more viable positions maybe here. Ready the Flamer, yeah?
Ready
and
Flamer.
Ready the Melter gun.
Yep.
So going into my movement, I suppose, here. The Rustalker, though, is just going to go straight up for a charge here into the Melter, so you'll get Overwatch, because you can just about see me, unfortunately.
Nope.
Nothing, though. I'm going to go straight for the charge. It's going to be good 7, I think. 5. Do I spend a command point? Probably. I don't like that Flamer very much. Spending a command point, so I'm down to 3 to re-roll the charge. Yep, that's going to be enough. An 8 for sure. Get into that. Okay, the Imperial Robot, he's going to fall back up onto the rock here. I'm not so keen on the commander in my face. And then we're just going to have a little shifty here. The Transmute Arquebus is going to come onto the other side of the Tech Priest here. The Tech Priest here is going to fall back slightly. The Infiltrator will also come back a bit. My leader, I need those command points. The Rangers here will also, they're going to come onto the other side here of the Arquebus as well. And the Ranger there as well is going to fall into there. The Tether just staying within 6 inches there of the Arquebus as well. Also my canticle for this this round, I'll use the -1 for shooting attacks against my guys. Should have said that at the very beginning, but good thing I remembered. Well, the carbine hasn't moved, so I'll ready with the carbine actually there. Might as well do. And then we'll go into some psychic here, I believe. Okay, so some psychic for the commander. What are we thinking?
Iron Arm.
Iron Arm.
That's 5, which I don't believe.
You got +1, do you?
Yep.
So yeah, so obviously just short on a 5, needed a 7 for the test. We're going to spend the command point to go down to 1.
Yep.
Sorry, spend your only command point, should I say? To re-roll.
Nope.
No.
And then
same
for
roll.
my second power, I'm going to try to manifest Cybolt.
Okay.
Goes off on 10.
You're going to go into?
1 mortal wound on him.
On the carbine?
Actually, let me just double check some Rangers. It's going to be into the sniper.
You're going to do it into the sniper?
Yep. Because Omniscient. Omniscient allows me to pick my target within 18 inches rather than nearest.
Right, okay. I think he's down. He's only got the one wound, I believe, so
injury check.
Nothing to help me out with the...
Just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. Okay, so the carbine readied. He's the only one of mine that readied, so he's going to shoot half range into the commander. We get three shots on a 4-up with the carbine.
Isn't there 3-up?
Could well be with the... no, you're right, it is, sorry. 2 went through, 2 wound rolls here on 5s from strength 3. I get a 6, so but that's only no rend or anything, so you're looking pretty okay here.
Fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
good job though, because on a 6 to wound, it's 3 damage in kill team. It's quite nasty. Okay. So your choice to shoot.
My pistol is going to go into the ranger over here.
Into this ranger?
Yep, on the right.
Okay, no worries.
So hitting on 2s because I'm blasting.
Oh.
Nope.
No. My choice again?
Yep.
I think it's going to have to be the big dude, the big fella. Okay, big decision here. Spending a total of 2 command points here, so that I can use essentially 2 tactics to combine here for the Imperial robot, for the Ad Mech, which is going to be to use the Protector Doctrina Imperative, so I get +1 to, and it's only 1 command point because of my strategist ability again. Spend a command point on that to get add 1 to the hit rolls for the Imperial robot's assault. Massive machine gun on these guys' assault cannon. And then, so I'm going to be hitting on 2s, it's strength 5, and then I think I also said I was going to use something else. It was the heavy tactics, so I get, instead of 4 shots, he's going to have 5. So down to 1 command point, but I think it's going to be more than worth it if it pays off here for sure. So we're just going to go into firing these 5 shots off on 2s, because I'm within half range, right?
Yep.
No obscured against the commander. Here we go. All aside from the 1. Then we're looking here at 3s, strength 5, boom.
Looking for 4-ups.
2 go through, which would be only 1 damage. So 2 wounds, right?
Yep.
So probably worth having the extra in there, I think.
This Space Marine who didn't run is going to shoot into the Vanguard.
He's going to go into the... Yep. Okay.
Just in half range.
And he's probably going to be obscured, isn't he? Yeah. He's shooting through the edge of the building there.
So 4s. Nope.
Nothing. And it would have been an extra -1 actually because of my thingy this turn. We're going to go here with the Ranger just here. He's going to go with shots into... You're going to be within half range there. 2 shots on rapid fire. Looking at 3s, I believe. Yes.
Strength 4, so 4s, looking for 6s for the -1 round.
Yeah. 4s go through.
Takes another damage.
I managed to get him down to a wound. You got many shooting to choose again?
Yeah, I'm going to do the shotgun into him. Hitting on 2 shots hitting on 6s. Nope.
Okay. I'm going to go with probably the other ranger here, shooting into the commander. Okay, so my other ranger here, within half range, so it's still going to be no -1 for long range, but then I've got -1 for obscured against the commander, so... Get 2 hits though. I'm looking at 4s. Oh, nothing there. Do I spend a command point? It's a 50-50 chance, and then you've got... Nah, you've got a 3-up save after that, so I'm going to leave it for now, I reckon.
Okay, I'm going to do this guy into your Vanguard.
Vanguard again. 2
shots hitting on 1s for obscured, so I know 1 for things, so 6s. Nothing.
No. So I'm looking here then. Don't think the rifle here is going to have Vision Commander now, so it's just a case of everything else can't shoot. I've shot everything up here. What else have you got that you might want to shoot here?
These 2.
Those 2 at the back, yeah. So they're going to shoot into the same target?
Yep, first one, nothing. Second one,
because they're obscured, yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, so playing into slightly more into my hands now with that shooting. We've got combat, I believe?
Yeah.
So we'll go with combat over here. Obviously I made the charge this turn. No command points to be spent really here. I've got 1 command point left. Rust Stalker into the Melter Gun, the demolitions expert, right? Specialist?
He's the sniper.
Is he a sniper? Sorry, yes he is. So they've got the core claw on its own, the single attack, so we're looking at 3s. followed by 4s, 6s are D3 more wounds. No, 2 standard razor attacks. Oh, okay, that goes through. And then we've got 4s again, 6s are extra. Ooh, both go through.
Save them both.
You do save him, because the only problem with him is he's got no AP.
So, fight back?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I'll move that there. And
1 attack, freeze, and then 3 force. Hits.
He's only toughness 3, so it's 3s actually. But
no,
standard save, 4 up. No.
That's 1 damage. He's got 2 HP.
1 damage. So I'll put him down to 1 wound here. So luckily I've got a wound to spare there. We're just going to go into roll off then, I think. For round 2, I only get a 3. Mark gets a 5, which is just enough to get initiative. So we'll go into your movement. Stuck in over here. Then over here.
Well, this guy is going to move over here.
Yeah.
This guy's going to move over here.
Shuffling
and
along.
He's going to go to there. I'll figure out the details in a second. It's just so we can see him, but not him.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, that seems right.
Still hiding a bit so that my gun line can't see them. I'm quite happy to sit back at the moment though and take it as it goes, to be honest.
He's going to advance.
Ooh, okay. He's going to try and hide behind that rock.
So that's 9, so that'll get him to there.
Okay.
So instead of doing that, he's going to go into that.
Okay, so in the end, the flamer ran around the corner here and dive roll through the window on this right hand side here, as you can see.
Hopped in.
And he's just out of view here inside the building, so that's interesting. Anything else being moved? Are you just hiding with things? Okay, for me, readying. We'll do some movement over here, I reckon. Okay, I'm not so worried about readying here, so I'm just going to move along these rangers a tad. Just get them in a kind of more of a gun line here. Ready to shoot at things without them being obscured, supposedly. The leader's going to sit there tight. He's quite happy with the priest, I think. Which will move. Yeah, they are just going to sit pretty there. I don't necessarily really want to risk them right now, to be honest. We're going to go then into some psychic, I believe. But we've got already the arquebus and these two here.
I'm going to start with Cybolt.
We'll do it over this side here. So Cybolts, are you doing it into... Oh, it doesn't matter. Could re-roll it with the command point that you've got.
Yeah.
So command points, guys, I was left with 1, so I'm up to 4 because my leader or commander are still alive. So
I got 1 and just spent it, so I'm down to 0. He's going to take a mortal wound.
Who's on?
Him.
Vanguard.
Out.
He's out. Yeah, out. So the Vanguard goes down.
And then he's going to try and cast Iron Arm onto himself.
Yep.
That goes off on a 10 because +1 for casting power, and then +1 because of his psychic tree.
Yep, no worries.
So he is now strength and toughness 6.
Okay, no worries. That could hurt me a bit there, to be fair. Going into shooting then, I believe. I'm up to 4 command points. You're down to 0 now. I readied with the robot and the arquebus, so I'm going to go with the robot. Is going to definitely shoot into your
cultists.
No, your commander. You can see your commander because of the height advantage, but I'm not. It's going to be obscured though.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 1 to go up to 5 again shots with the heavy specialist rule again, and then we're going to also go. Sorry, and then we're also going to go with I think possibly +1 again to hit rolls.
To counteract the obscured.
To counteract the obscured. Just had a quick thought there, guys. Morale phase last time turn. Didn't think last battle round. Didn't think I had anything to take, but he would have technically had to take a notice. But we worked it out, and he wouldn't have been able to fail anyway. So all's right in rain there. But going on to the shooting here, yeah, +1 with a command point to go up to the 5 shots. And then we're going to go with, I'm within half range, but you're obscured, so I'll counteract that with the spending command points on the extra shot. Sorry, +1 to hit rolls. So I've got 5 shots, looking at 3s.
Yep.
And, ooh, it hurts. Also, cancer cause of the Omnisaur, sorry, because we were checking that. I'm going to go with the litany of electromancers, so roll a d6 for everyone in fight phase that's within an inch of a opponent's model, and on a 6 it causes a mortal wound, so on the off chance that I will, I might as well take that.
Okay.
But then wounding here with the assault cannon, we're looking at strength 5, your toughness 6 now.
Yep.
So it's going to be 4s, I believe. 5, sorry, 5s. And nothing.
Oh, made a difference.
Oh, do I want to reroll? Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to spend a command point. So on a 5 up, rerolling 1. Okay. Yes, it was worth it. Nothing for 6s with the Imperial Robot, but it's minus 1 AP.
Fine.
Oh no! Okay, interesting. But we'll go on to Arquebus because he's also readied.
Yep.
Because I don't think you readied anything, did you?
No.
So he's the only other one that's readied here, I believe. So the Arquebus is going to go into the cultist here on the left, so he's not obscured, and I'm within half range, but I am flesh wounded. So it would be minus 1, so I'm hitting on 4s, but I'm rerolling 1s because I'm sniper specialist. So single shot here, 4s, I get a 6. 2s to wound, 6 is a mortal wound, but no, it just goes through his normal wound, so...
Jacob's going to go for his armour. He's got 6 up armour, so...
He's got 6 up armour, so yeah, that just takes his head off already, so it's just going to be a...
D3 damage?
Oh yeah, D3 for starters, so 2 damage goes through,
He's down.
It's done it, yeah, so... Okay, so going into the...
1 shot on a 5.
Rifle?
Nope.
Nope. My choice, yeah?
Yep.
So the rifle here isn't quite obscured to go into your occultist.
Yep.
So he's definitely within half range. So we're going to rapid fire here on 3s. No. You'll get another choice, I suppose, if you want to.
I guess he's going to shoot at him.
Okay.
So minus 1, so hitting on 3s because obscured. Nope.
Okay. My choice again. I'll go with the second rifle in here. Yeah, this rifle into the call list again.
Okay.
Rapid firing. 1 hit. Looking at strength 4, so 4s. Oh, 3s because you're cultist.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm going to shoot my pistol into both combat.
You can do, yeah. So the melter gun specialist
hits.
Hits. So melter gun miss, guys. My last rifle here that can see the cultist is going to go, and then that's it for me. So rapid firing, I finally hit with a couple there, and wound.
6 up armors, 1.
One made 1.
So
it's going to be flesh wound. Oh, he is just
flesh wounded.
Flesh wounded.
So this guy first into the UR.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s because obscured.
Okay.
And toughness
5, I believe.
So 5s, 1 wound.
Okay. 1 wound, no rends. So the robot's got a 3-up save. To be fair, let's see what he can get. He does. Makes the save.
Next guy's got to do the same.
Yep.
1 hit.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Going into
combat.
Do
you want to interrupt?
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's hard to say. What is this? Only a single attack, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then you're on 3s and 4s.
3s and 3s because your toughness 3.
Don't think it's worth 2 command points, to be honest.
Okay.
I will let you carry on with your attacks there.
1 attack, 3s, another hit.
So you got an extra hit roll, should I say, because you've rolled a 6. So.
And that's another wound.
Okay. So looking at 4 up again. No.
Flash test.
That's not good. So the Rust Stalker would go down because he's only down to 1 wound. Your hit roll of a 6 generated the extra attack.
Yep.
And managed to take out the Rust Stalker. So the wow, maybe I should have gone spent the 2 command points. That's 2 down now this round for me. We come out of combat because I don't think there's anything else combat related now, is there? So we're just going to be looking at some morale. I'm still flesh wounded here with the Arquebus, so I would still have to roll there, but I'm still surrounded by 2 supports, and I've lost 3 actually. And I believe I'm leadership 6 with him, so I can fail on a 6, I think. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with that. So I don't think anything else is flesh wounded right now.
He's flesh wounded.
Oh, he's flesh wounded, yeah. So okay.
He's shook.
So yeah, shaken for the cultist. Other than that, I think that's it for nerve tests.
Yep.
Nobody's lost enough to be taking broken tests anyway. So we're just going to be rolling off here, I believe, for battle round 3. It's interesting. I'm going to be getting an 8. And
9.
you got a 9. So Mark gets initiative again here.
He's gonna advance.
Yep.
For extra 1.
+1.
So he's just gonna slide to here so I can see the attack priest. These two actually aren't gonna rally, they're gonna walk up to here. And he's gonna,
okay, the flamer's moving just outside the building, yeah?
He's shocking, so it doesn't matter, right?
Commander's gonna ready, and then
these guys are going to
just shuffle up, yeah? Possibly.
Yeah, that's gonna shuffle up.
Okay. Movement for me, readying the robot. Probably readying everything now just because I can see everything more or less. Readying, and Tech Priest is gonna, oh yeah, command points by the way guys, I'm up to 5 and Mark's up to 1.
Well, yep.
The Tech Priest is gonna move around here, if you can squish in. He's gonna have to still stand there, I think. And then he's also gonna use his aura ability where he gives 6 up, ignores, save, extra to whatever else basically, aura tactics. So I spend a command point on that, so I'm down to 4 there. And then I think it's into Psychic?
Yep.
So your commander?
Cybolt first.
Okay.
Goes off an 11 actually.
It does, because you've got +1.
Yep. So D3 mortal wounds to him.
It would be.
For 2.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's within 6 of the commander. Nope, not quite. So it's just going to be straight 2 mortal wounds. I have 4 with the robot.
Yep.
So I'll put him down to 2 wounds left.
Oh, do I go? I'm going to spend command points to
You're going to try and get 11 plus again?
Yep.
Oh, no.
8, so that's a 10.
A 9, yeah.
+1 because of he's already cast power, but yeah.
So 9, yeah.
So it's just 1.
Okay, so it's just the 1.
Yep.
So he's down to 1. Not bad though, I'd say 3 mortal wounds in a turn. he is ready.
So he's gonna try to shoot his bolt pistol at him.
Yeah, it's straight now into shooting, isn't it? So
freeze. Hits.
Ooh, just obscured though.
Yeah, if he's hitting on 2 is because of blasting on dark arts.
And then he's going to be long range, right, with the pistol?
Yeah.
So you would have missed on the 3,
okay.
right? Okay.
No,
close though. Good try. We'll go with the robot. I'm just going to go with his 4 shots this time into the commander. He is obscured, but I'm going to spend a command point to have to go down to 3 here and get +1 to my hit rolls. So I've got 4 shots. I'm looking at 3s, and I'm half range, so that's fine. So 3s probably was worth it there. And then you didn't get iron arm, did you? So 3s it is. Oh, only the 1 though. So it might be helpful to you. Oh,
flash test. Flash wound test.
Yeah, so it's just flesh wounding now, I believe.
-1 because I'm
obscured. Oh, not enough to stop that though, unfortunately. So I'm going to try and take out this flamer before anything else happens probably. The arquebus will go into the flamer. Well, I could use his sniper ability, command tactic, to add 1 to hit rolls, which I think I will. I'll go down to 2 here, even it out so that I'm back to 3 ups with a single shot.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 2 command points. And then rolling to hit. Hits.
Wounds on 3.
Wounds on a 3. Arquebus missed. We'll go with the flashette blaster into the flamer.
Okay.
So he gets his 5 shots. Pretty cool. He's like mini Uzi, as Mark said. I quite like that. That thought is pretty cool. So we're looking at 3s, but it's long range. So we're looking at 4s. Ooh, that does not help too much. Then we're looking at
5s.
5s. You're right. No, do not quite pull it off. We're going to go here with a rifle, I think, into the flamer again. I don't like the flamer very much. Rapid firing, so half range here. I don't think you're obscured there from me.
No.
From that rifle, so just looking at that, then we're looking at 4s.
Nope.
No. He's going to shoot the flamer, but it's going to be obscured because I'm shooting through the tech priest. But I can still just about see him. So I'm looking here at 4s now. Get 1, and then I'm looking at 4s again. Get it this time.
Nope.
No save. It's just going to be -1 cribs. You're oh no, you have to be within an inch of cover for the flesh wounding. So it'll just be the normal roll. You would go, and he would have gone anyway. To be fair, if it was that, so made up for the missing on the hitting, I suppose. There's 2 rifles left here, and then I believe the tech priest has a las pistol, I want to say. But we're going to go here with the first rifle into the one on the left here, I believe. So it's going to be obscured on 4s. Nope. Then we're looking here at the one on the left. Gets 1. Then we're looking at strength 4 again, so force. No, nothing.
Into your sniper.
Okay.
Half range.
Nope. Oh no. You got a point if you want to reroll one of them? You don't want it?
I don't have a point. I used it to try to use Cybot again.
You did, yes. Very good point. The tech priest will just check before your other marine goes. I think he might have a las pistol per se.
Yeah.
So we'll 5s. We'll go into this one on the left again. 5s to hit, single shot, so worth a try. Then you've got your other marine there.
Top knot going into the sniper.
He's going to go into the arquebus, yeah.
1 hit.
Okay.
Yep. And then 3s.
3s.
Yep. So 1 wound, so 1 save.
No AP. 4s. No. -1 for me, so it's going to be on a 1 or a 2 he lives.
He's down.
He's down for sure. So the arquebus finally goes down. And I think that's it for shooting, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the other thing I actually forgot was on a roll of a 6 last turn for the. I mean, it's unlikely it would have happened, but if you guys are wondering, I forgot that. Okay, so just going into a bit of morale here. The cultist becomes unshaken, and he gets to take a nerve test to see if
he's good.
He's good. Always pass on a 1. So the cultist comes out of it now. We're then looking at going, I think, a roll off into battle round 4 just to see where this goes. Yep. Because I don't think still either of us need to take broken.
No, but we still are just over half.
More or less. Oh, you get a 3 again. You get a 5. So again, Mark gets the initiative. Might help you out a bit.
Both these guys are going to ready.
They're going to ready.
He's going
cultist.
he's going to shuffle up to here, so he's got obscured.
Okay. Correct. Yep. A little correct. And then you got the. They're going to move up the cultist, yeah.
Yep.
Might as well. End game now, I suppose. So the cultists are all moving up into the building and onto the crate.
He's going to advance. So 10 inches total.
Is this the melter gun, yeah?
Yep.
It's going to come up and around, just to the side of the building.
Actually, he's going to go to here.
There, yeah, get a bit of obscurity.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go here then into my movement, I guess. I'm going to move him out of range a bit more of that melter gun, I reckon. We're going to get him within half range there of the somebody to shoot at with his pistol. His little Uzi, his flechette pistol blaster. These are just going to ready. It makes sense to me.
Okay.
The tech priest engines here will. I'm up to. I believe I went down to 2, so I'm up to 5 because I've still got everything left here. Back up to 5 command points, and you've got 1. He's going to spend 1, and I'll try and remember this time to give myself the 6 up ignores. Within 6 inches of himself, but he is going to move so that he's got within 6 inches of everybody now, the aura. So shooting here into the data tether.
2 hits.
Yep.
2 wounds.
Okay. 2 wounds, no rend.
No
rend. I make 1.
Just flash wound.
Just flash wound. Okie dokie, lucky for me there. So flash wounded the data tether. Canticles of the Omnisaur for this turn. Should have mentioned it before. We'll go with. We'll have to roll because, I mean, aside from the, I think the only one I had left was the to use was the +1 strength in the fight phase.
Yeah.
But if you randomly roll, then you don't have to. You can reuse one that you've already used essentially. So I get a 1.
Which is you can reroll failed nerve tests for models.
Okay, I'm quite happy with that, I think. Now that I've got flesh wounds. So rerolling failed nerve test then, which I believe if I'm within range of the data tether, I help myself anyway. So we'll have to see how that goes. The
one of your readies.
Readied models then, we'll go the robot, makes sense I think. So he's going to spend a command point, he's going to spend, oh you know what, so should I move my data tether up to give him the +2, but either way, we're going to spend 2 command points, so I go down to 3 to get +1 shot with the heavy tactic, and then Protector Doctrina Imperative is going to give me
+1 to hit.
The +1 to hit, yes. So we're going to go 5 shots, and we're going to split some here, I believe. We'll go... it's hard to say actually, because I could help myself here by not using obscured things. Let's go with... These within 2 inches here. Yeah. I think we're going to go with 1 here. 2 there, 2 there. Okay. So he's obscured into the cultist, and then we're going to go 2 and 2.
Okay.
So we'll go...
Hits.
Hits, no, because if it's -1. You were saying,
yeah.
Oh no, I did say, of course, yeah, that's, sorry. So +1 to hit with the tactic, so it goes through. Strength 5, 3's 6 doesn't mean anything for him, but it goes through. -1.
Yep, so flesh test, just flesh test.
You're flesh wounded already, so on a 1 or 2 you will live, but you're obscured.
Yep, so it's just
a normal flesh wound. And he goes up to 2 flesh wounds. We'll go 2 shots into the one on the left here.
Yep. 2 hits.
Yes, because they're not obscured this time.
Yep.
And then we're looking at 3s. 1 goes through.
So 1 flesh wound test.
Lives. And I'm going to go... I think, I might re-roll that with a command point. Yeah, I'm going to use my re-roll for shooting phase on that. So we're going to spend a command point to go down to 2. Using my re-roll, command point re-roll on re-rolling the flesh wound test. Oop. Yeah, here goes. The third one, 2 shots. Yeah, and then wounding on 3s. Still only the 1. Flesh wound. Oh, flesh wounded. Wow, so I had to actually spend a point there to actually even get 1 out of action, but they lived. Ready model.
He is going to go into him.
Going to go into him here?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Nothing.
Nothing. We'll go with this rifle here, and we'll shoot into the marine up here.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4s, because nope, nothing there.
Then the rest of your raddies.
Yeah, you've got nothing else ready now. They've all moved, haven't they? So we'll do the next rifle along into the same marine. Gets 1. Wounding on 4s. No. The last rifle who's got a flesh wound. So he'll be... let's go for 5s, I believe, because he's obscured on thingy, so 5s and 4s. Wow, nothing goes through.
Okay.
I think that's readied for me. You've got moved stuff.
Yep, okay. So him, with his 2 flesh wounds, is going to go into him. So
it's -1 for each flesh wound.
Yep.
So 6s. Oh, you get 1.
And then 4s, because toughness 3. So
nice.
1-1.
Who's that into? So
yes, the one.
The ranger there.
Yep.
So it's gonna be
4
up. I don't even make that one now.
You got
my choice, I guess.
Pistol or
Yeah, probably the pistol, I think. Okay, so I am just in range here of 12 inches with the flat-check blaster to go into the Chaos Marine. So we're going to do 5 shots into him. It's long range, so we're looking at 4s. That's that. And then we're looking at 5s, because it's only strength 3. Nothing there, unfortunately, so you get your choice.
He's going to shoot his melter into him.
Yep, is that long range?
Yeah, that'll be long range. Oh. And my command point on the +1 to hit tactic for the sniper.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 4s.
Makes sense.
Hits.
Hits.
And wound on 2s. Wounds. Indeed. 6 up biotics.
Yeah, because it's too much for me, isn't it? No, I get an extra 6 up to ignores.
Yeah, but we have to see what the damage is first.
You do, yes, because it's each damage.
2.
2 damage, 6 ups. Oh, so nearly made it.
So he takes a damage wound.
He does, yeah. No, yeah, only the one. Actually, it did help me, didn't it? Because he's got multiple wounds. Yep. So, yeah, cool. That worked for him. So he's down to 1 wound.
Yep, and then you've got your last pistol guy.
Yeah, might as well go. He'll go into the
injured guy.
The guy up here, yeah, the already flesh wounded fella, because he's obscured, isn't he? So yeah. We'll go with that. It's long range, so just misses. It was on 4s.
He's gonna shoot 2 of his shots into him.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s, both hit. And wounding on 4s, both wound.
Okay. 4s. Ooh, he makes them. Looking then.
He's got a shot into him.
Yeah, might as well, into the robot.
1 hit. No, holes in the way probably, so.
Yeah, so probably nothing. Is, isn't it, the fence, so you're not within an inch of it.
Yep, so nothing.
Nothing. Is that all shooting then?
Yeah.
I believe it is. My whole backline's been here. Fairly even, I think, actually.
I think we've both got broken tests tonight.
I think probably so. We'll check out here, guys, what's now going to happen with morale at the end of battle round 4. Okay, so broken test.
Fine.
You're fine. On a 7, wasn't it?
Yep.
So you're good for now at the moment, the broken. I'm 1 model off, guys, from essentially breaking, having to take a broken test. But going into flesh wounding models, I'll do mine first, because why not? We'll go with the ranger here that's flesh wounded, who has leadership of 6. He's within 2 inches of one guy there. I believe I'm re-rolling nerve tests because of the canticle.
Okay.
I've lost 4 models, so it's just going to be a case of +4 to the roll, -1 because of the support, so it's going to be +3 overall. So we'll just see what we've got here. +3 for 7, so I would fail by 1, yeah. So he is shaken now.
Yep. Okay, so this guy, anything but a 1, he's shaken. Shaken, and this guy, anything but a 1, he's shaken. They're both shaken. Both shaken.
So everything's a bit shook up now. We're going to go, I think it would just roll to see if it carries on, yeah?
Yep.
So I technically roll because I've got the greater advantage from the start. On a 3, it would carry on and it won't. Okay, so just kind of calculate what's happened here. So yeah, it's I completely missed that actually, that you'd taken the carbine out with the commander, and if it includes psychic. So Mark does technically have a point from that. So it would be 1-0 to Mark in the end there for the Chaos Marines. I think it's partially my own fault, to be fair, for not remembering that you would have had that. If we'd have actually thought of that at the time, I might have had to have kind of, you know, got him stuck in this turn to kill something maybe.
He definitely took out a cultist.
Yeah, so I mean that's probably it's partially my own fault there, I think, for just forgetting the points.
I forgot there was a point.
No, honestly, yeah, until we'd worked that out at the end there. So, I mean, obviously before the game started, we had a first game, didn't we? And the commander blasted himself to hell. So I'm going to take the moral victory. But fair play, Mark. That was a great game.
Thank you for the game.
Yeah. The actual game, because I couldn't. There was no point in actually carrying on with it, trying to carry on with the previous game there. From what I told you guys at the beginning with the commander, I've never seen anything like that. I really haven't. It was all recorded, but I'm not going to put it up. If you guys want me to put that up in a separate video, do ask, because if you don't believe me, and Mark can vouch as well.
That was
unbelievable. But it actually panned out, to be fair, despite the fact that it was based around the commanders and there was only the 1 point in the end. It was a very, very tight game, I think.
Yeah, we were both trying to break each other at the very end.
More or less, you know. I mean, I think you had a couple more turns initiative over me, to be fair.
Yeah, but you had a lot of
that should have suited me more anyway, in my opinion. So I wasn't, even though Mark had the initiative for maybe a couple more rounds than me, I was quite happy with that, because Ad Mech, especially in a game when I'm just trying to kill stuff, obviously just pulled off your leadership in the end there to win it, because obviously if you'd have broken, it would have been my victory.
And
so
that
it really was
very close to breaking.
Really was an end game for sure. Really was. So I really enjoyed that game, guys. I'm sorry that I probably forgot a few rules here and there for the Ad Mech, but when you play a kill team for the first time, it's kind of hard to remember these things.
And Ad Mech's a really complicated kill.
And Ad Mech is, for me, to be honest, that's one of the most complicated I've played so far with all the rules. Canticles of the Omnissiah, I think I only remembered to give them it halfway through each round. And then, you know, there's rules. I think I made them good use of the tactics. To be honest, I remembered that quite well.
You did a lot of strategy.
So, you know, and when you are taking the points, you need to spend them. So, when you take a strategist, I nearly pulled it off, that tactic of just keeping everything back, including my priest, even though there was that game type. My objective was to just break the chaos, and I couldn't quite pull it off in the end. But this guy was probably man of the match for me.
Beast. What did he do?
He was very strong.
7, 8 wounds.
Yeah, you know, took out your commander single-handedly.
Wounded a cultist twice, wounded a cultist once.
Yeah, really
killed
nice
another
model.
cultist.
If you can pick up one of these guys for your Ad Mech kill team, do it. He's really good fun as well. You know, I made the mistake of putting the Omnispecs next to him because obviously the Omnispecs can only give +1 to Skitarii, and he's only Ad Mech because he's obviously the robot. I made the mistake of doing that. Once again, first time playing the kill team. So sorry if we did make any mistakes there, guys. But I think for the most part, we were pretty good with it. Great map to play on as well. It's really thematic, in my opinion. But it's good to see Chaos winning because from what I hear from most people, to be honest, with Chaos in kill team, is that they are one of the lower ranked kind of.
I felt very fragile outside of my commander and my sniper.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So this is why also, guys, I know most tournaments and competitive play tends to be no commanders, but I tend to do for the battle reports to add commanders in, because even for the weaker kill teams then, I think it levels it out beautifully. I think it just makes it more interesting when you've got that centerpiece model.
Yeah.
To be fair. I mean, at some point, if you leave a comment, guys, if you want to see more games without commanders, we will try and do that. But I just think it adds a lot more flair to the game in general, to be honest. But there we go, that's just my opinion. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Please do consider subscribing, liking the video, leaving us a comment. Let us know what you think. Next week we'll have some more. I've got Adam has painted up the Harlequins for the channel, so we'll be seeing some Harlequins soon if you guys want to check that out soon. So make sure to subscribe, ready for that action. And Jack at some point is going to be bringing back his Thousand Suns, so that should be awesome too. But otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. Happy wargaming. Hey there, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment for us, or most of all, if you'd like to see more content, please do consider subscribing to our channel. We release weekly content for the likes of Warhammer Underworlds, Warhammer 40k Kill Team, Warhammer Age of Sigmar Skirmish, and many others. Also, please check out our Facebook page and give that a like for daily/weekly updates on battle reports and things to come. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoy, and happy wargaming.